Hello. I know it's the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, everybody's out shopping, but I am here doing some household stuff, and I wanted to go ahead and film my December monthly setup because I've really got things dialed in to where I like it now that it's the end of the year. Trial and error, and I'm into a really good process that I wanted to share with you. I apologize for the angle here. My cat has taken up the space of my chair, which she does a lot, and I don't want her to move because I'm just going to swing over here in my office. If you can see outside, it's a dreary day. So I'd rather her be in and sleeping where it's nice and warm. So I'm just going to leave her be. So this is my office space, and I've been working on my December setup. This is my monthly layout. If you hear zipping noises, my husband's working on his car. So I'm kind of hurrying because we're getting ready to go somewhere after he's finished. So the first thing I do for the month is let me start with, I did this ahead of time. I did November's washi and December's washi because I wanted to have that done as I got busier. And now even my December weekly spreads are done because I'm just going to be so busy this month. And if I'm going to be preparing anything, it will be preparing my 2018. In fact, that's on my to-do list for this month. So what I do though is when I'm in my prior months, a lot of people plan with Post-its. I put everything in with pencils. This was all initially pencil. Then when I decide, this was like 6 things in pencil, because there are a lot of options on December 2nd of things to do. And this is the one I settled on. So I usually erase the pencil, put what I'm going to do in ink, what I've decided. But that is like at the beginning of the month, I've decided what my weekends what adventures we're looking towards. Like this had the Santa parade and the festivals and living nativity and stuff, and I had to settle on one, right? So once I put everything in that's available in pencil, because you always have that where you're like, oh, I wanted to go to that. I remember that last year. So I look forward to the months coming of the festivals and events, put them in pencil, and then when you make plans, like my mother-in-law and I decided to go to this one, then it goes into pen and I erase the pencils. Because you don't need the options to be there once you pick one, right? This is for the list of books I purchase to make sure that I don't forget I've purchased them to read them that month. It is different than where I track the books I finished so that I can review them. So this is the beginning of my December. I guess I should start here. Oops, sorry. So this is the beginning of my December, and this is the Happy Planner Classic. I've added sheets of paper to it. I've changed these, like this was birthdays or something like that, which I don't need, but I do need to track the books I've read and keep a list of that. These are my writing goals specifically, my I am grateful spot, important dates. One of the things I do is I keep in the front of my calendar, in the front of my planner, I keep a list of, it's hard to do when this thing is so full, working on December, holidays, for the year. I keep a list of holidays for the year, so I incorporate those into the month. I incorporate Days to Celebrate, which is family member birthdays and stuff. Then this page is another place where I'll take the big events for this year, writing conferences and things like that, Comic-Con, whatever, and put them in the months so that when I'm considering what's going on the next month and I'm planning, I can look back here and see if there's any conferences coming up or anything like that. Also, financially, these are big things that have to be planned for. They're not little festivals. They're big expenses, and I can't go to one a month. So I have to pick and choose. So I kind of track them on this so I know. So when I'm planning here, I go back here and pull all these dates into the month to see if there's anything. Sorry, just have to do it kind of chunk by chunk. November's plans. Oh, nope, that was October. This is November. Boy, this thing is really full. It makes it hard to turn the pages one-handed. Two-handed, no problem. One-handed, yes. So back to December. So I incorporate all of those special dates into here. Make sure they get written in. I also plan, I'm sorry, this is flipping back and forth. I also plan, so I told you what these squares are for. Oh, I covered, this is book washi that I just cover that with because I think it's cute. My next year's planner has kind of a writer vibe. It has a lot of pins, and it's Sugar and Spice by Happy Planner. It has a lot of pins and books and stuff, so I won't have to do this, but I will because I love this washi. So this is a page I added. This is my December goals, because I have found keeping a master task list in the very back, that doesn't work for me. I do have a vision board. It used to be in my Happy Planner. You can see this. Never looked at it, so now it hangs above my desk. And these are the things that I really want to do in just, well, in 2017, have accomplished, have worked towards. Those get incorporated. I make sure that each month I am doing goals that work towards that, right? So these are my goals broken down into smaller bits. If I just do a master task in the back, I'm never going to get it done. It just, I don't think maybe on that big of a scale. I don't know. I have a master task list, but what I found is I ignored it all year long. Breaking it down into monthly bits, that's better. So saying like, I don't even know how to, saying organizing the house doesn't work, but finishing my closets does. Okay, so that's that. I also started doing this a couple months ago because for my taxes, just tracking, this is specifically writer business expenses, because pulling those out of my regular expenses for tax purposes is a pain. So now I've started using this, and I just track it for those expenses alone, and then I put them in my tax package for the year. Now these inserts, like I did it for the Thanksgiving meal planning and stuff like that. This one is my movies that I want to, you know, favorite family movies that we'll look forward to. This is my Christmas list. I have done some shopping, but in case my family watches, I'm not filling it in. This is the must-dos. Right, oh, where'd it go? That's the must-dos. This is the bucket list. This is the fun stuff to just, like, if I have time, knock one of these out, bake some cookies. You don't have to think about what should I do. You can go to this list and be like, something fun, something that lifts your spirits, right? So one of the things I'll do on December 1st is track my stats for everything. I do that once a month. That for me is enough to see if I've grown. What else do I do? I review my goals for the last month, and I roll any goals forward to this month that I haven't done. I check my special dates. This is a good place for deadlines. I like to see the month at a time for deadlines, events, and stuff. Then each week I'll visit this, and I will visit this and pull stuff in. Now I have seen where the Strange and Charmed shop, or she talks about, was it Miss Trenchcoat, Alexa? She is a production guru, and she talks about putting this in a week form, your goals in a week form, so you really see what you need to do each week, and you just pull it in for that week. I might try that in the next couple months. Right now, this is working for me. I've been very productive using this system. Let's see. Outlining the action steps into the weeks to meet your goals. I'm doing that. That's where the weekly view will come in. My top 3 for every day should push forward the goal list. That's the plan. That's what I've been doing the last couple months. Is that list I pull into here. These steps make that list happen. So that really works. So at the beginning of each week, you need to focus on what, and then I have an hour-long lunch break at work that as free time, I don't have to do anything. And I like to put a list of these little papers. These half sheets were brilliant that Mambi came out with. So I put one in for each week with the day listed. Now they have them with days listed. I might buy some of those, but I put them in with the day listed to make sure that each lunch period has a plan and it's not just vacant time, doesn't get away from me, but I know what I'm accomplishing each lunch period. So, I guess that's everything. I've got all this set up for December because December, one of my goals is to get my January system set up because I am starting college, almost 50, going back to school. And I have found that having all this stuff in the back is really just wasted space. So I need to come up this month with a new system to work towards in January. But as far as this stuff, I really have this dialed in, so I thought I'd share it with you. This is working great. I am getting so much done. So, okay, have a great day and happy Thanksgiving. I hope it was joyful. Bye.